Okay, so now for our last video, part of this lesson, I just wanted to see what happens when we make some changes on our graphing calculator. So let's say we wanted to get a 15-year loan. Maybe we can pay a little more per month than $831. So we decide to try to see, well, how much would we need to pay if we've got a 15-year loan? So we would do 15 times 12, and that would give us 180 for N. Interest rate, we're going to keep at 7. Principal value, present value is 125. Everything else stays the same. We want the future value to be 0 and the payments per year and compounding per year to stay at 12. So now we just want to clear and recalculate the payment amount. So here we're going to hit alpha solve, and you can see that the payment amount goes from 831 to 1,123. Pretty interesting, because while that's, a good $300 more to pay off a loan in 15 years instead of 30 seems kind of like a good deal. So good thing to keep in mind. I'm going to go back and change, let's see. Let's see if this is the payment we would make on a 7% loan over 15 years. I wonder what the payment we would make on a 4% loan would be. So change the interest rate to 4 and go back down to payment and alpha solve. So for 4% interest, you can get this loan for only $924 a month. Pretty big difference, and right now you should probably be wishing you were all millennials, because you might have gotten that 4% loan if you'd bought your first house before the pandemic. But hopefully by the time you're buying houses, interest rates will be a little lower than they are now. Okay, one other thing to think about. Let's say I'm doing a 15-year loan at 4% interest of $125,000, and my payments are $924 a month. But we're 5 years into the loan, and my grandpa just passed away and left me an inheritance of $100,000, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can. Let's see, can I pay off my loan? How much do I owe? And I'm wanting to know how much I owe. So in this case, because I've calculated payments based on 15 years, everything stays the same, except now I'm going to recalculate, or N is going to change to how many payments have I made so far. So after 5 years of 12 payments per year, I've made 60 payments. And the payment amount was the $924. So I'm going to recalculate my future value. What is the value of that loan after only 60 payments? So I arrow down to FV, and I do alpha solve. And I can see that my loan is $91,323 that I still owe. And so I guess my grandpa's $100,000 inheritance will pay off this loan if I wanted to. And so you can calculate any of these values based on the other values that are already existing. You can go to solve. Actually, I just accidentally cleared the present value. Let's try alpha solve. And sure enough, it gives me back the present value that I would expect it to have. That's how you use the TVM solver, and you should use that to work on the assignment in those prescribed sections that I shared at the beginning of class, which was section 2A for SL and section 4A for HL.